Okay, and I'm going to start with the biology syllabus according to NEET and PMG. Okay, so first of all, we'll go for human physiology. In that, we'll go for digestion chart. Okay. So, first of all, we'll go for digestive system. So, what is digestive system basically? So, first of all, we'll go for what is digestive system. Okay, so digestive system, as we can see here, that digestive system means the system which will help in digestion. Okay, a system which is helping digestion. Okay, fine. Now, first of all, what is digestion and why it is needed? Okay, so first of all, what is digestion? Digestion basically is your breaking down of complex food substances into simpler forms. Okay, it is breaking down of complex food substances into simpler forms. Okay, mean whatever we eat, okay, whatever we eat, those all are actually in complex forms, right? They contain all carbohydrate, fat, protein, minerals, vitamins, everything. Okay, so we have to break them. Now we have to break them into simpler forms so that we can take it and we can absorb it. Okay, and we can manage or change them accordingly, whatever or wherever it is needed. Okay, so here the complex forms basically are your proteins, then fats, then carbohydrates, okay, and after that other things, these here and nucleic acid. Okay, nucleic acid. So these four are actually your complex substances which are needed to be broken down in order to get assimilated. Okay, other substances just like minerals and vitamins. ठीक है, मिनरल्स एंड विटामिन्स अभी वो चीजें हैं जिन्हें ब्रेक करने की जरूरत नहीं है, वो एज इट इज हमारी बॉडी एब्जॉर्ब कर सकती है. ठीक है, तो अभी कितने सब्सटेंसेस हो गए इन टोटल? वी हैव 5 सब्सटेंसेस. ओके, उसमें से प्रोटीन, फैट, कार्बोहाइड्रेट, न्यूक्लिक एसिड ये कॉम्प्लेक्स फॉर्म्स में होते हैं जिन्हें हमें तोड़ना होता है. वेयर मिनरल्स और विटामिन्स हम एज इट इज एब्जॉर्ब कर लेते हैं, हमारी बॉडी में तोड़ने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है. ठीक है, अभी इसके बाद में जो हमारा डाइजेशन प्रोसेस है. ठीक है, अभी डाइजेशन प्रोसेस के लिए हमारा पूरा डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम है. तो अभी डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम देखेंगे, उनकी एनाटॉमी देखेंगे कि जो डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम है उसमें क्या क्या पार्ट्स आते हैं और उनके कंपोनेंट्स क्या क्या हैं. ठीक है, तो सबसे पहले डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम स्टार्ट कहां से होता है, एंड कहां से होते हैं, टोटल पार्ट्स क्या हैं. ठीक है, तो सबसे पहले डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम स्टार्ट होता है माउथ या ओरल कैविटी या बबल कैविटी. ओके, माउथ, ओरल कैविटी या बबल कैविटी यहां से स्टार्ट करते हैं. ठीक है, माउथ के बाद में खाना जो भी है, हमने जो भी फूड सब्सटेंस लिया है, फिर उसके बाद में माउथ में क्या होती है, टीथ है, टंग है. राइट, माउथ में दो चीजें होती हैं, टीथ है एंड टंग है, सलाइवरी ग्लैंड्स है. ठीक है, ये तीनों चीजें होती हैं. उसके बाद हम क्या करते हैं, खाने को जो भी हमने खाना खाया उसको चीट करते हैं. राइट, उनकी चीटिंग होती है, देन उसको सलाइवा से मिक्स कर देते हैं. राइट, तो यहाँ पर माउथ में क्या हो जाएगा, जो सब्सटेंसेस है, जो भी फूड सब्सटेंसेस है, वो छोटे छोटे पार्टिकल्स में टूट जाएंगे या ईसोफेगस से पहले अगर देखें तो फेरिंक्स, ठीक है। फेरिंक्स के बाद खाना कहाँ आता है? ईसोफेगस, ठीक है। ईसोफेगस के बाद कहाँ आएगा? ईसोफेगस के बाद आएगा स्टमक, ठीक है। स्टमक के बाद कहाँ आएगा? स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन, और स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन के बाद कहाँ आएगा? लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन, ठीक है। फिर से देखते हैं माउथ, माउथ के बाद में फेरिंक्स, फेरिंक्स के बाद स्टमक, स्टमक के बाद स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन, स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन के बाद में लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन, ठीक है। तो अभी शुरू से शुरू करते हैं, एक एक पार्ट लेंगे और उनकी पूरी फिजियोलॉजी, उनकी पूरी एनाटॉमी के बारे में पढ़ेंगे, ठीक है। तो माउथ होता है, माउथ ओरल कैविटी भी कहते हैं, बफर कैविटी भी कहते हैं। जैसा कि आप देख रहे हो माउथ हमारा एक स्लिट लाइक अपर्चर है, माउथ एक स्लिट लाइक अपर्चर होता है जिसके एंटीरियर लिप्स है, राइट, एंटीरियरली लिप्स है। अगर देखा जाए तो लेटरली क्या प्रेजेंट है? लेटरली चीक्स प्रेजेंट है। पोस्टीरियरली अगर देखा जाए तो थ्रोट प्रेजेंट है। ऊपर क्या प्रेजेंट है? ऊपर नेजल कैविटी प्रेजेंट है और नीचे टंग प्रेजेंट है, राइट। अभी वो सब डिटेल में करेंगे। उसके बाद फेरिंक्स आता है, ठीक है। अभी फेरिंक्स के बाद फेरिंक्स हमारा तीन पार्ट में डिवाइडेड होता है, ओरोफेरिंक्स, नेसोफेरिंक्स, लेरिंगोफेरिंक्स, ठीक है। उसके बाद ईसोफेगस आता है। ईसोफेगस में कोई पार्ट नहीं होते, ये सिंपली एक ट्यूब लाइक स्ट्रक्चर होता है, ये सिंपली एक ट्यूब लाइक स्ट्रक्चर होता है जिसमें जिसका सिर्फ काम होता है खुद को पास करना, ठीक है। उसके बाद स्टमक आता है, स्टमक के आगे 5 पार्ट्स हो जाते हैं, कार्डियक, बॉडी, फंडस, पाइलोरस, ठीक है। पाइलोरस का ही एक और पार्ट होता है, पाइलोरस एक्चुअली दो पार्ट में डिवाइडेड होता है, पाइलोरिक एंट्रम और पाइलोरिक कैनाल, ठीक है। वो सब अभी देखेंगे, अभी जस्ट एक सिंपल आउटलुक है, ठीक है। उसके बाद स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन, स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन अगेन डिवाइड हो जाता है तीन पार्ट में, ठीक है। डिओडेनम, जेजुनम, इलियम, ठीक है। उसके बाद लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन, लास्ट पार्ट आता है। लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन अगेन डिवाइडेड होता है थ्री पार्ट्स में, सीकम, कॉलन, रेक्टम, सीकम, देन कॉलन एंड रेक्टम, ठीक है। तो ये रहा हमारा एनाटॉमी पार्ट में, हमारी पूरी जितनी भी डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम है उसमें क्या क्या तुम्हारे पूरे सिस्टम के लिए क्या क्या ऑर्गन्स हैं। तो सबसे पहले माउथ या ओरल कैविटी आता है जिसके अंदर टीथ होता है, टंग होता है एंड सलाइवरी ग्लैंड्स होते हैं। उसके बाद फेरिंक्स आता है, फेरिंक्स तीन पार्ट में डिवाइडेड है, ओरोफेरिंक्स, नेसोफेरिंक्स, लेरिंगोफेरिंक्स। उसके बाद ईसोफेगस आता है, ईसोफेगस में कोई पार्ट नहीं होता, ये सिंपली ट्यूब लाइक स्ट्रक्चर होता है फॉर कंडक्शन ऑफ फूड, ओके। उसके बाद में स्टमक आता है, स्टमक इज अगेन डिवाइडेड इन फोर मेन पार्ट्स, ओके, कार्डियक, बॉडी, फंडस, पाइलोरस, whereas pylorus has two parts, pyloric antrum and pyloric canal, okay. After that it comes small intestine. In small intestine we have three parts, that is duodenum, jejunum and ileum, okay. After that we have large intestine. Large intestine is again divided in three parts, cecum, colon and rectum, okay, fine. After that we now come to each part in detail, okay. Now we'll come to each part in detail, fine. So coming to, first of all we come to mouth part, okay. As I told you, mouth is also called as oral cavity or buccal cavity, oral cavity or buccal cavity, okay. So first of all in mouth, anteriorly what is present? Anteriorly we have lips, okay, a slit like opening which is guarded by lips, okay. After that posteriorly we have throat, okay. After that in later sides, okay, laterally we have cheeks, okay. Now if you see above, okay, if you see actually your hard part. Okay, whereas if you see posteriorly, if you touch your tongue posteriorly, you can actually appreciate something soft comparatively. Okay, so that is soft part. Okay, now here dorsally we have tongue. Okay, so this whole thing is your walls of oral cavity. Anteriorly we have lips, posteriorly we have throat, laterally we have cheeks, ventrally we have palate. Palate is of two types, hard palate and soft palate, and dorsally we have tongue. Okay. Now after this, the three things which it contains, the three things which are present in mouth is, the three things which are present in mouth is, number one we have teeth, then we have tongue, okay, then we have salivary glands. Okay, so here we have teeth, tongue and salivary glands. Okay, now first of all we will discuss about each of them in detail. Okay, so now coming to our teeth part in detail. Okay, our teeth mean mammalian teeth or teeth in human have three basic characters. Okay, teeth have three basic characters. Number one, they are teethodont, they are heterodont, and in last they are diphyodont. Okay, so we have teethodont, okay, heterodont and diphyodont. Now we come to what is actually, okay, we will define what is actually these characteristics or what are these. Okay, so first of all, teethodont, okay, teethodont. ओके, अभी देखो किसी भी वर्ड को बायो में अगर किसी भी वर्ड को हम तोड़ते हैं तो उससे उसका मीनिंग पता चलता है, राइट? जैसे यहाँ पर देखो डोंट इज फॉर डी, ओके, डोंट वी आर डन, राइट? सो डोंट, ओके, तो डोंट मतलब क्या हो गया? टीथ हो गया, ठीक है? अभी ठीको, ठीको मतलब ठीका एक्चुअली एक वर्ड होता है जिसका मतलब होता है सैक लाइक स्ट्रक्चर। जैसे अभी ये सैक है ना, इसमें हम पेन को रख सकते हैं, राइट? सो ये ठीका की तरह एक्ट कर रहा है, स्टैक की तरह एक्ट कर रहा है, इसी चीज को ठीका बोलते हैं, ठीक है? सो ठीको मीन ठीका, ठीक है? तो अभी हमारा टीथ जो है यहाँ पे जॉज है, राइट? मैंडिबल हो गया, मैक्सिला हो गया, राइट? इनमें ऐसे छोटे छोटे कोन लाइक स्ट्रक्चर्स बने होते हैं, कोन लाइक स्पेसेस बनी होती है जिनके अंदर हमारे टीथ एम्बेडेड होते हैं। ओके, सो यहाँ पे ठीको मतलब ठीका हो गया, जो जहाँ पे सॉकेट्स भी कहते हैं, तो हमारे जो टीथ होते हैं वो सॉकेट्स में एम्बेडेड होते हैं। ओके, जो मेमोरियन टीथ होते हैं वो सॉकेट्स में एम्बेडेड होते हैं, इसलिए हम लोग बोलते हैं टीथोडोंट। सो टीथ आर एम्बेडेड इन सॉकेट्स। ओके, दैट्स व्हाई वी द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक इज टीथोडोंट। ओके, एंड जो सॉकेट्स होते हैं उनका नाम है एल्वियोलाई। ओके, एल्वियोलाई और कहाँ प्रेजेंट होता है? एल्वियोलाई लंग्स में भी प्रेजेंट होता है, लंग में भी लार्ज जो सेक्यूल्स होते हैं, राइट? लंग के जो यूनिट्स होते हैं वो सेक्यूल्स होते हैं, राइट? दैट आर एल्वियोलाई। ओके, सो कंफ्यूज नहीं होना है, एल्वियोलाई टीथ के सॉकेट्स को भी बोलते हैं एंड लंग्स के यूनिट को भी बोलते हैं। ओके, उसके बाद दूसरा कैरेक्टर आता है हेटेरोडोंट, ठीक है? अभी फिर से यहाँ पे डोंट आया ना, फिर से यहाँ पे डोंट आया, डोंट मतलब टीथ होता है, राइट? एंड हेटेरो मतलब डिफरेंट होता है, हेटेरोजेनस सुना होगा, हेटेरोजेनस, होमोजेनस, राइट? सुना है ना? तो हेटेरोजेनस कंपोजिशन क्या होती है जिसमें डिफरेंट डिफरेंट थिंग्स होते हैं, राइट? बिल्कुल उसी तरह से हमारे जो दांत होते हैं बच्चे, वो कितने टाइप्स होते हैं? 4 टाइप्स होते हैं। देखो अभी कभी भी आपने ना देखना तो एंटीरियर जो दिखेंगे वो डिफरेंट टाइप के होते हैं, साइड में डिफरेंट होते हैं और पीछे डिफरेंट होते हैं, राइट? तो हमारे जो दांत होते हैं वो डिफरेंट डिफरेंट टाइप के होते हैं, ठीक है? तो क्या हो गया हमारे, ये क्या हो गया? हेटेरोडोंट कंडीशन। तो अभी हम किस पर आएंगे? हेटेरोडोंट कंडीशन पर, ठीक है? हेटेरोडोंट, ठीक है? सो डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ टीथ। ओके, नाउ अभी टीथ, अभी then canine, then premolar, and then molar. ठीक है, कितने टाइप के दांत हो गए? 4 टाइप के। कौन कौन से? इंसाइजर, देन कैनाइन, देन प्रीमोलर, देन मोलर। ठीक है, अभी इंसाइजर का है बिल्कुल फ्रंट के एंटीरियर टीथ है। ठीक है, बिल्कुल फ्रंट के एंटीरियर टीथ है। कैनाइन क्या है? जो एंगल में प्रेजेंट होता है वो कैनाइन होता है। प्रीमोलर और मोलर पीछे पोस्टीरियर टीथ। ठीक है, तो इंसाइजर जब भी किसी चीज को काटना हो, राइट, तो हम इंसाइजर यूज करते हैं, राइट। तो इंसाइजर क्या होता है? कटिंग टीथ, जिनसे हम किसी चीज को कट करते हैं, कटिंग टीथ। ठीक है, अभी कैनाइन जब किसी चीज को टीयर करना होता है, ठीक है, तो हम कैनाइन यूज करते हैं। तो कैनाइन को बोलते हैं टीयरिंग टीथ। ओके, प्रीमोलर एंड मोलर दोनों की चीविंग में हेल्प करता है, इसलिए इन्हें हम बोलते हैं चीविंग टीथ। ओके, क्लियर है? ठीक, अभी इसके बाद लास्ट कैरेक्टरिस्टिक आ गई है। लास्ट कैरेक्टरिस्टिक क्या है? डाइफायोडोन। अभी देखते हैं डाइफायोडोन क्यों बोला? डाइफायोडोन, ठीक है। डाइफायोडोन भी पता है टीथ होता है। डाई मतलब टू के लिए यूज करते हैं एंड फायो मतलब सेट होता है। ठीक है, तो अभी क्या है? हमारे जो टीथ होते हैं वो दो सेट में होते हैं। कितने सेट में होते हैं? दो सेट में। हमेशा देखा होगा पहले दूध के दांत निकलते हैं, राइट, फिर उसके बाद वो गिर जाते हैं, देन फिर दूसरा सेट आता है, राइट। तो क्या होता है? जो दूध के दांत होते हैं उन्हें हम मिल्क टीथ कहते हैं। मिल्क टीथ या डेसिडस टीथ कहते हैं। ठीक है, उसके बाद सेकंड क्या आता है? सेकंड आता है हमारा परमानेंट टीथ। सेकंड क्या आता है? परमानेंट या सक्सेशनल। ठीक है, तो दो सेट हो गए, राइट, मिल्क टीथ एंड सक्सेशनल। तो क्या हो गया? टू सेट्स ऑफ टीथ होते हैं। डेसिडुअस या सक्सेशनल, एंड डेसिडुअस को क्या बोलते हैं? डेसिडुअस हो गया मिल्क टीथ। ओके, मिल्क टीथ, और सक्सेशनल क्या हो गया? परमानेंट। ठीक है, तो अभी क्या हो गया? जैसा मैंने बताया था, डाइफायोडोन क्या होते हैं? दो सेट्स होते हैं। दो सेट्स कौन कौन से हो गए? डेसिडुअस या मिल्क टीथ, सक्सेशनल या परमानेंट। ठीक है, अभी जो हमारे डेसिडुअस टीथ होते हैं यानी जो मिल्क टीथ या दूध के दांत जिसे हम कहते हैं, उनका कितना नंबर होता है? वो टोटल कितने होते हैं? 20 होते हैं। जबकि हमारे जो सक्सेशनल टीथ होते हैं वे टोटल कितने होते हैं? 32 होते हैं, राइट। चलो अभी फिर देखते हैं ये जो डिफरेंस आता है ये क्या होता है। ठीक है, अभी टीथ कितने होते हैं, कहाँ होते हैं और कैसे अरेंज होते हैं, इनके लिए एक डेंटल फॉर्मूला है। क्या है? डेंटल फॉर्मूला। ठीक है, तो देखते हैं डेंटल फॉर्मूला क्या होता है। देखो, हमारे जो टीथ होते हैं, अगर हम बीच से एक लीनियर लाइन ड्रॉ करें तो इस साइड में जो भी टीथ है या जो भी अरेंजमेंट है, सेम वही अरेंजमेंट इस साइड में होगा। ठीक है, और अगर हम ऐसे कोई अगर पैरेलल मतलब पैरेलली कोई लाइन ड्रॉ कर रहे हैं तो यहाँ पर ऊपर जो अरेंजमेंट होता है वही नीचे भी अरेंजमेंट होता है। तो इस तरह से क्या होता है? 4 सेट हो रहा है। कितने सेट हो जाते हैं? 4 सेट। जैसे अगर सिर्फ एक साइड लेके चलते हैं, एक हाफ लेके अपर हाफ अगर लेके चले तो यहाँ पर 2 इंसाइजर हो गए। ठीक है, देन उसके बाद एक कैनाइन होता है, देन उसके बाद 2 प्रीमोलर होते हैं एंड 3 मोलर। ठीक है, अगर हम सिर्फ एक अपर हाफ लेकर चले तो क्या होता है? 2 इंसाइजर, ओके, एक कैनाइन, ठीक है, 2 प्रीमोलर एंड 3 मोलर। ओके, ये अपर हाफ का। लोअर हाफ भी सेम होगा, 2 इंसाइजर, एक कैनाइन, 2 प्रीमोलर और 3 मोलर। ठीक है, तो इसी चीज को हम डेंटल फॉर्मूला, एक पूरा हाफ मतलब मैक्सिलरी और मैंडिबुलर टीथ, एक साइड राइट हाफ या लेफ्ट हाफ का हम टीथ शो करते हैं, उसे हम कहते हैं डेंटल फॉर्मूला। ओके, अभी देखो डेंटल फॉर्मूला है, ठीक है। ये डेंटल फॉर्मूला किसका था? परमानेंट। ठीक है, अभी देखते हैं इसमें टोटल कितने टीथ हो गए। 2 1 2 3 5 + 3 8 8 and 8 16, एक साइड में 16 अदर साइड में 16 होगा, तो वी हैव टोटल 32 टीथ। ओके राइट, तो कितने टीथ होते हैं टोटल? 32, है ना। ठीक है, फिर अभी उसके बाद क्या होगा? अभी मिल्क टीथ पर किस पर आते हैं? मिल्क टीथ पर आते हैं। मिल्क टीथ में देखो उसका फॉर्मूला होता है 2102 अपॉन 2102। ओके, इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? दो इंसाइजर प्रेजेंट है, एक कैनाइन प्रेजेंट है, 3 मोलर्स नहीं होते हैं और 2 मोलर्स होते हैं, एक लास्ट मोलर नहीं होता है। ठीक है, लास्ट मोलर नहीं होता है, 3 मोलर नहीं होता है, किससे? बच्चों। ठीक है, अभी इसे क्या बोलते हैं? ये किसका है? ये है डेसिडियस टीथ का। ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे क्या हो गया? 5 का ऊपर 5 नीचे 10 हो गए, राइट। अदर साइड में भी 10 हो गए, तो इन टोटल कितने टीथ हो गए? 20 हो गए। सो टोटल कितने होते हैं? 20 टीथ। ठीक है, अभी एक चीज और यहाँ पे इंपॉर्टेंट होती है कि जो लास्ट मोलर होता है यानी जो थर्ड मोलर होता है, ये जरूरी नहीं है कि इरप्ट होगी। ठीक है, किसी भी एडल्ट में ये जरूरी नहीं है कि ये आफ्टर 17 की एज में आता है। ठीक है, लेकिन जरूरी नहीं है कि इसका इरप्शन हो ही हो, कभी कभी ये इरप्ट नहीं भी होते हैं। ठीक है, तो ये इनकी मर्जी पे डिपेंड है कहीं हो, राइट। तो इसलिए क्या बोलते हैं? इनका नाम होता है विजडम। क्या कहते हैं? विजडम की। ठीक है, और ये किसे बोलते हैं? लास्ट मोलर या फिर थर्ड मोलर। ठीक है, अभी ये बात हमारे टीथ के बारे में। ठीक है, अभी हम आते हैं उनकी एनाटॉमी के बारे में या उनके स्ट्रक्चर के बारे में कि हमारा जो टीथ है वो किससे बना है, क्या-क्या चीजें। अभी आ जाते हैं फिर हम उनके स्ट्रक्चर पे। टीथ व्हाट इज द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ टीथ? ओके, सो हियर वी विल स्टार्ट विद दैट। ओके, so first of all, if you go for the teeth, the outer structure. So the teeth is something like this. This is your canine teeth. Okay, I am going your canine teeth, right? Okay, this is your gingiva. Gingiva means gums. Okay, this is your gingiva. Okay, then this is your alveolar socket, mean that bony socket. Okay, so this is your alveolar socket. Then now coming to the teeth part. Okay, this is your canine, our canine teeth here. Okay, so our teeth is divided in 3 parts. Okay, the teeth is divided in 3 parts. The outer part, the outer white part which you can appreciate. Okay, that is your crown. Okay, then this is just your neck. Okay, the outer white part which you can appreciate is your crown. Okay, and the white part which is embedded inside the gums. Okay, this part is called as neck. Okay, and below that we have root. Okay, so below that we have roots. Fine. So in short, our teeth is divided in 3 parts, that is crown, neck, and root. Okay, now coming to the composition and structures which are present inside the teeth. Okay, so here innermost part of teeth is your pulp. Okay, which is present in whole teeth, including your crown, neck, and root part. Okay, now above the pulp we have dentin. Okay, we have dentin which is only present in crown part. Okay, which is only present in crown part. Fine. But in root part, instead of canine, we have cementa. Now, what is the composition of enamel? Enamel actually it consists of hydroxyapatite crystals. It is consists of hydroxyapatite crystals. Okay, it is consists of hydroxyapatite crystals. Fine. Now, this is enamel. After that, we have dentin. Okay, after that, we have dentin. Okay, dentin is secreted by odontoblasts. Okay, and inside that we have pulp. Pulp is the only vital part which is present inside the teeth. Vital means living part. Okay, rest of the teeth is made up of either organic and inorganic substances which are not vital. Okay, this pulp is the only part which is vital, which is living. Okay, this pulp consists of vessels and nerves. What type of vessels? Blood vessels. Okay, so this is pulp and this is vital. It consists of nerves and blood vessels. Okay, now coming to that root part. Okay, now we come to the root part. So we have that pulp thing again. We have pulping. Instead of dentin, we have cementum. Okay, instead of dentin, we have cementum here. Okay, and above the cementum. Okay, and above the cementum, we have periodontal ligaments. Okay, we have periodontal ligaments. These are periodontal ligaments. Now, what is the function of periodontal ligaments? These actually help the teeth to bind with the socket. Okay, imagine. This is your socket and this is your teeth. Okay, now if it is present there, okay, what will happen if you turn it like this? It will come out, right? So we have to bind it with something, right? So for binding that, we have periodontal ligament. These are thread-like structures, okay, which is present between cementum and your alveolar socket. Fine, for binding the teeth. Okay, so coming back in enamel, we have three tissues. That is enamel, then dentin, and we have pulp. Okay, include we have again three tissues. That is pulp, cementum, periodontal ligament. Okay, root is covered with the gingiva. That is gums. Okay, so this is the structure of teeth. Okay. Now, after this, we'll go for tongue part. Okay. So tongue is basically, you can say it is a muscular organ which is needed for taste. Okay, this is muscular organ which is needed for taste. Right. So here, tongue basically is the main function of tongue is food. Okay, number one, mixing the food. Okay, and the second function is for taste. Okay, so the basic function which you can say that tongue is for taste. Okay, now here, first of all, we'll go for structure of tongue. Okay, so our tongue is divided in anterior and posterior, left and right. So here you can see left and right. Okay, it is divided in left and right portions and anterior and posterior. Okay, anteriorly and posterior two parts. Okay, so here it is divided in right and left by median sulcus. Okay, now again it is divided in anterior and posterior. Okay, it is divided in anterior tongue and posterior tongue by terminal sulcus. Okay, now here you can appreciate this tip. Okay, this tip of this terminal sulcus. Okay, terminal sulcus is a V shape, remnant of thyroglossalda. Remnant here actually when at the time of embryo formation, okay, when at the time of embryo formation, our tongue is attached with thyroid gland, okay. This part of tongue is attached with thyroid gland, okay. After that, this thyroid gland descends down and it comes in neck part, okay, here, okay. After that, it descends down and comes in neck, okay. So, a place that a mark is left there, okay. A mark is left there, fine. So that mark is remnant of thyroglossalda, okay. Now, why it is called as thyroglossalda? Thyro denotes for thyro actually shows that thyroid gland, okay. Thyro for thyroid gland, glossal means tongue, okay. And that why it is called as that? Because we have tongue there, no? We have tongue, okay. That was thyroid gland, okay. That is descending down. So initially there was a formation of duct-like structure, a pipe-like structure, okay. After that, that degenerates, okay. That's why it is called as remnant of thyroglossalda, okay. Fine. Now, here, this anterior part of tongue consists of taste buds. Okay, anteriorly we have taste buds. Okay, and posteriorly we have tonsils, lymphoid tonsils. Okay, now. Now, this was about the anatomy of tongue. Okay. Now our tongue has taste buds. As I have told you that it contains taste buds. But again, taste buds are present as we have teeth. No, teeth were embedded in sockets. In the very same manner, we have this. We have this papilla. We have papillas in tongue in which our taste buds are embedded. Okay. So what is that papilla? Okay. About the papilla. Papillas are of four types. Okay. Papillas are of four types which are present on tongue in which this taste bud is embedded. Okay. So papilla. Okay. So we have four types of papillas. Fusiform, filiform, circumferent, and the last one is polyate. Okay, so we have four types of papillas, that is fusiform, filiform, circumferent, and polyate. Okay, now fusiform papilla. Okay, as name suggests, it is also called as fungiform. It is also called as fungiform papilla. Okay. Now why it is called as fungiform? Because the taste buds which are embedded in it, okay, or mean the taste buds are embedded in it, and the shape of this papilla is fungus-like. Okay. It is mushroom shaped. Okay. This papilla is mushroom shaped. Okay. That's why it is called as fungiform. Okay. After this, one more thing. It is present mainly on tips of tongue. It is present mainly on tips of tongue and at sides of tongue. Okay. So it is present mainly on tips and sides of tongue. Right. Now, after that we come to filiform papilla. After that we come to filiform papilla. Okay. Now filiform papilla is present in mid of the tongue. Okay, it is present in mid of the tongue and its shape is nearly, these are of oval or circular shape. Okay, and this is present in mid of larger in size. So the shape is again oval, and these are present on posterior part of the. Okay. Again, one more thing. Posterior part of tongue doesn't mean anterior. This was anterior and posterior. Okay. As I told you, the taste buds are only present in anterior part. Okay. So if I am saying that it is present in posterior part, doesn't mean that it is present at this part. Okay. It means that it is present at the posterior end of anterior part of the. Okay. It just means that it is present at the posterior parts of anterior tongue. Am I clear with this? Okay. So it is present at posterior part of anterior tongue. Okay. Now, after this foliate, okay, foliate papillas are not present in our body. Okay, foliate papillas are not present in our body. These are present in dogs and cats. Okay, and these are present on the side of the tongue. These are present here on posterolateral side. Okay, here you can see they are present posteriorly, right? And on lateral side, so they are present posterolateral. Fine. So this was about the papillas. Okay. So in short, quick revision: papillas are four types. Number one, fusiform or falciform. That is of mushroom shape that it is present on tip and side. Okay. After that, we have filiform papilla. Filiform papilla is present. It is of oval or circular shape and it is present in mid of the tongue. Okay. Now after that, circumferent papilla. Circumferent papilla is oval shape, but it is larger in comparison to that of filiform papilla, and it is present on posterior part of anterior tongue. Okay, and foliate papilla is not present in our body. It is present in dogs and cats, and they are present posterolateral. Right? Now, here, the taste buds, okay, as I told you that basically tongue is for taste, right? So, how it is helping in taste? They have papilla, they contain papilla, and papillas contain taste buds, okay? So, there are different areas of taste, okay? So, in tongue we have different areas of taste. Okay, so this is your tongue. Anteriorly, then it is actually tip of the tongue. This is tip of the tongue. Then we have side of the tongue. This is on mid portion, and this is posterior. Okay, so the tip of the tongue tastes for sweet, and here again it tastes for salt. Inside it tastes for salt. Okay. In mid, we have filiform papillas. Okay, we have filiform papillas, and one thing about filiform papilla is very special that it doesn't contain any of the taste bud. Okay, it doesn't contain any taste bud. So in mid, okay, in mid of the tongue we don't have any taste. Okay, so mid of the tongue doesn't help in taste. Okay, so here we have filiform papilla. Okay, and now posteriorly it is for butter. Okay, so now as we have already seen that in tip and side we have funciform papilla. Okay, so funciform papilla tastes for sweet, salty and sour. Okay, filiform papilla doesn't help in taste, and that last one, circumferent papilla, helps in bitter taste. Okay, and one more thing, there are only four basic tastes. Okay, we have only four basic tastes, that is sweet, salty, sour and bitter. smell that. Okay, we can smell that. Okay, and because of that aroma, we get different flavors. Okay, not taste, flavors. Okay, so again, repeating that thing that there are only four tastes, that is sweet, salty, and sour and bitter. Okay, that's it. Okay, and rest all are different flavors. Okay, and we can differentiate between these flavors because of aroma. Okay. So this was about the salivary gland. Okay. Now after this about that tongue. Okay. Now after this tongue will come to salivary glands. Okay. Now what is salivary gland and what is its function? Obviously salivary glands will secrete saliva. Okay. And saliva have many functions, including the taste, including the mixing of food. It has many other functions. Okay. So the salivary glands, the function of salivary gland is to secrete saliva. Okay. And saliva has many other actions. Like first of all, it helps in mastication, that is chewing of food. Okay. Then it helps in lubrication of food. Then obviously because of this lubrication only we can actually swallow or we can deglute. Deglutition is the word for swallowing. Okay. So because of this lubrication only we can deglutate the food. No. So it helps in deglutation. Okay. It contains salivary amylase, an enzyme. Okay. So this helps in carbohydrate digestion. Okay, and it has antibacterial action. Okay, now antibacterial action, it contains antibacterial agents which kills the bacteria. Okay, and doesn't help the microflora to grow on our teeth or to grow inside our oral cavity. Okay, now we can see that whatever we have thousands or even more than that millions of bacteria are there which is present in our oral cavity. Right? So if the saliva is not there, if saliva is not there, these all we eat food, right? So they get deposited inside in between the teeth and here and there, right? So they get deposited there, they get lost there. Okay. So again it has cleaning action because of saliva. Our teeth always get cleaned, no? Because our saliva actually forms a layer above the teeth. Okay, so that helps in cleaning of the teeth as well. Okay, so but if saliva is not there, okay, that will increase the decay of teeth. Number one, okay, that will cause heliostosis. Okay, and that will cause heliostosis. Okay, so if saliva is not there, okay, if saliva is not there, or if the saliva is decreased. Okay, this condition is called as xerostomia. Okay, this condition is called as xerostomia. Okay, now this xerostomia results in decay of food, results in decay and heliostosis. Now what is heliostosis? Heliostosis is bad breath. Okay, it is bad breath, bad odor which comes from our mouth due to decrease in saliva or due to lodging up of food debris. Okay, food particles inside our oral cavity. Okay, that is called as heliostosis. So basically, heliostosis is bad breath. Okay, clear everything? come to that salivary gland. Okay, now we come to the salivary gland, its types and their secretion. So, third salivary glands. Okay, in salivary glands now we have three types. Okay, there are three types of salivary glands basically. Number one, it is parotid gland. Then we have submaxillary, and then we have sublingual. Okay, so we have three types of glands, that is parotid gland, submaxillary gland and sublingual gland. Okay, so parotid gland, is present here. We have earlobes, right? So it is present just in front of earlobes. You can even appreciate that by doing this. Okay, so the thing which you can appreciate, you can even feel a slight pain here. Okay, if you put pressure, exert pressure here, you can feel a slight pain. Okay, that is because of parotid gland. Okay, so here we have parotid gland. Parotid gland is present in front of ear, earlobe. Okay, now second thing, submaxillary. Here you can appreciate an angle here. Okay, because this is mandible, so here you can appreciate an angle. Okay, a bend is there in mandible. Okay, so it is present at angle of jaws. So it is present at angle of jaws. Okay, and last one, sublingual. Okay, sub you can appreciate, sub mean below and lingual mean tongue. So it is present below tongue. Okay, so we have three types of glands, that is parotid gland, submaxillary gland and sublingual gland. Okay, so in parotid it is present in front of earlobe. In submaxillary is present at the angle of jaws and sublingual is present below tongue. Okay, now here coming to this part. Okay, so it is present here in front of tongue, in front of earlobes. Okay, so now we need something. Okay, but we need saliva inside our mouth, no? So how the saliva will come from ear to ear? Obviously, we are using ductus system. Okay, there are duct system. Okay, so the duct of parotid gland. Okay, the duct of parotid gland is called as pharynx. Okay, now the duct of submaxillary gland is called as Walton's duct. Okay, whereas duct of sublingual gland is called as duct of Fibrinus or Bartholin duct. Okay, so we have Stenson's duct, Walton's duct, and Bartholin duct or duct of Fibrinus. Okay, so these all are having ducts, right? And the glands with ducts, okay, and the glands with ducts are called as exocrine glands. Okay, so salivary glands are exocrine glands. The glands with ducts are called as exocrine glands. Right? Now all these together will help the secretion of saliva. Okay? Now, after this, okay, we are now done with our mouth. Okay, now we are done with our mouth. Okay, fine. The structures which are present, their anatomy and their basic function. Okay, now the one more thing about this, that food which is present when the food which is present means after the mixing, after the churning, after steaming, and when it gets mixed, okay, our tongue actually shapes it in ball-like shape. Okay, bolus. Right? Now, after this, we'll come to pharynx part. Okay, now after this, we'll come to pharynx. Okay, and as I told you that pharynx is divided in three parts. Okay, and as I told you that pharynx is divided in three parts. That is number one, we have oropharynx. Okay, then we have nasopharynx, and then we have laryngopharynx. Okay, so these are three parts of pharynx. Okay, now oropharynx, nasopharynx, and laryngopharynx. Now I will show you that in diagram. Okay, so this is your, okay, so here we have nose and here we have tongue. Okay, here we have nose and here we have our mouth. Okay, so this mouth, okay, so here, okay, this is our nasal cavity. Okay, this is our nasal cavity and this is oral cavity, right? This is our nasal cavity. Okay, this is oral cavity. And this part, and this part here which you can appreciate, this part is your pharynx. Okay, this part is your pharynx. Okay, which are drawn in circle is your pharynx part. This is nasal cavity, this is oral cavity, and this is your pharynx. Okay, so the part of pharynx, okay, this is the part of pharynx which is attached with nasal cavity, right? The part of pharynx which is attached with nasal cavity is called as nasopharynx. So this is nasopharynx. Fine. Now, here the part of pharynx, okay, this part of pharynx is attached with oral cavity. So this part of pharynx is called as oropharynx. Okay, and the next part, here we have thyroid gland. Okay, here we have thyroid gland, and the part of pharynx which is present behind the thyroid gland is called as laryngopharynx. Okay, so this is nasopharynx, then oropharynx and laryngopharynx. Okay, so in total we have three parts of pharynx. Fine. Now we'll discuss about these. Okay, now nasopharynx. Okay, nasopharynx here. Nasopharynx is the part which is connected with your nasal cavity, and that helps in smelling it. Okay, that helps in smelling it. Okay, that helps in smell. Okay, now we are in oropharynx part. Okay, now we are in oropharynx part here. If you can appreciate this. This is our oral cavity, right? If you are eating anything, that will go from here, okay? If you are eating anything, now, if you are swallowing it, okay? If you are swallowing anything, that can enter here the nasal cavity also, right? So, to guard that only, okay? So that during deglutition, the food doesn't enter nasal cavity, okay? There is a flap-like structure, okay? So when you will open your mouth, okay, whenever if you open your mouth, you can see, you can appreciate a structure like this, right? You can appreciate a structure like this, no? So this is actually here. The side is these two are actually your tonsils. This is tonsil. structure is called as uvula, or velum parietum. Okay, uvula or velum parietum, and these are tonsils. These are actually paratine tonsils. Okay, these are called as paratine tonsils. Okay, now that uvula actually is present here. Okay, that uvula is present here, and what will happen when you will swallow anything? Okay, when you will swallow anything, that uvula will close this chamber. Okay, that uvula will close the nasal cavity. Okay, so that food doesn't enter the nasal cavity. Okay, so here this is uvula that is closing the nasal cavity. Okay, fine. Now you can swallow the food easily. Okay, fine. So that was in oropharynx, and therefore there is nothing special in laryngopharynx. Now the name is just because it is present behind the larynx. Okay. Okay. After this, we are done with that pharynx part. Okay. From the pharynx, now we'll go for, after this pharynx, we'll go for esophagus. Okay. Now, esophagus, as I told you, this is just a tube-like structure which helps in peristalsis. Okay, it doesn't have any other function. Okay, it doesn't have any other function. It just has a peristalsis. Okay, so this is just a tube-like structure. Which helps in conduction of food. Okay, here. Now this tube-like structure, it is helping in conduction of food. Now how it can help in, this is just a tube, so how it can help in conduction? So the process by which it is conducting the food, okay, that is called as peristalsis. Okay, that is called as peristalsis. Now we'll see what is this peristalsis. Like this is your tube, okay? Like this is your esophagus, fine. So peristalsis is basically rhythmic contraction and relaxation. It is rhythmic contraction and relaxation. Okay, so now here, let this is your food bowl. Okay, let this is your bolus. Okay, okay, so we'll leave this. First of all, have you ever seen if we have paste? Okay, we have a tube. Okay, inside that we have paste, no? So how we can, that paste oozes out. Okay, that paste oozes out. But what we do? We actually press it here. No, we press that tube from backward. Okay, like this. Okay, we press that tube from backward like this, like this, like this, like this, and then paste oozes out. Right? So this is actually the same thing which is happening here. Okay, the same thing is happening here. What is it? Here, the esophagus contracts. Okay, when esophagus contracts, what will happen? The bolus is pushed and deep. Okay, the bolus is Now esophagus, the food reaches stomach. Okay. Now here in stomach. Okay. So this is your stomach. Okay. Okay. Now this is your esophagus. Fine. Here we have a sphincter. Okay. Okay. So these are the parts of stomach. Okay. So this is called as cardiac. This is called as cardiac. Okay. This is called as fundus. This is body. Pylorus. Pyloric canal. Okay. So this is your esophagus, which continues the stomach. So this is your cardiac part. This is your fundus. This is body. This is pylorus. This is pyloric canal. Okay. Now here we have two sphincters. Now the sphincters are actually. Have you ever seen rubber band? We have rubber bands. So if you stretch them, if we stretch them, they will increase in size. But when we leave it, okay, it will come back to its own position, its own size, right? So in the very same manner, the sphincters are actually also, okay, these sphincters are also working in the very same manner. So here we have, okay, so this is your, it is present in cardiac part, so it is called as cardiac sphincter. Okay, this sphincter is present in pylorus part, so it is called as pyloric sphincter. Fine. So this is your pyloric sphincter. This is your cardiac sphincter. This is cardiac part. Then fundus. Then body. Then pylorus. Okay. So these are actually four parts of our stomach. Fine. Now all these will contain glands. Okay. All these will contain glands. Okay. So the glands of stomach is called as gastric glands. Gastric glands. Okay. Now we'll come to this in after this. Okay. And the here in body part, the walls of this body is thrown in folds like this. It is thrown in folds. Fine. Like this. This is called as gastric lumen. This is called as gastric lumen. The walls of stomach is thrown in folds. Right? So, why it is thrown in folds? To increase the surface area. To increase the surface area of stomach, the walls are thrown in folds. Okay? Now, after that, we have this gastric glands. Now, we'll come to this gastric gland. Okay? So, here, in whole stomach, the glands are present. In whole stomach, we have glands. Okay? So, if it is present in this cardiac part, okay, if it is present in cardiac part, it is known as cardiac glands, fundus part, fundic gland, pylorus part, pyloric glands. Okay, so we have this gastric gland. Gastric gland is in the stomach. Okay, but according to the name of their place where they are present, they are known as cardiac glands, fundic glands, then pyloric glands. Okay, and here we have gastric glands. Okay. So, gastric glands have four types of cells. Okay, gastric glands are basically four types of cells. Okay, so we have four types of cells in gastric glands. That is mucosa. M O Okay, O for oxytic cells. Okay, Z for zygogenic cell. Okay, and A for Argenta cell. Okay, and A for Argenta cell. Okay, now here mucosal cells. Okay, now this mucosal cells are also called as goblet cells. Okay, oxytic cells are also called as parietal cells. Okay, zygogenic cells are also called as sheath cells or peptic cells. Okay, Argenta cells don't have any other name. So here there are four types of cells which are present in gastric gland. There are four types of cells which are present in gastric gland. That is MOSA, M for mucosa, O for oxytic, Z for zygogenic, and A for Argenta. Okay. Now mucosal cells are also called as goblet cells. Oxytic is also called as parietal cells. Zygogenic is also called as sheath or peptic cells. Argenta cells have no other name. Okay. Now coming to each cells and their function, that what actually they what is actually they are secreting and what is the function of their secretion. Okay. So now mucosal cells. Okay. Mucosal cells or goblet cells secrete mucus. Okay. Oxytic cells or parietal cells secrete HCl. Okay. Now the sheath cells or peptic cells secrete enzymes. Okay. Enzymes. Okay. Why this name is zymozyme? They have named this as zymozyme because zymozyme means precursor. Okay. Zymozyme means precursor of anything. Okay. So here they are secreting enzymes. So enzymes actually they are not secreting active enzymes. They are secreting precursors of enzymes. So that's why this is named as zymogenic cells. Okay. Now here oxytic cells or parietal cells, it secretes HCl and also it secretes factor of Kshitij. Okay. It also secretes factor of Kshitij. Okay. Now the last part, that Argenta cells secrete gastrin hormone. Okay, Argenta cells secrete gastrin hormone. Okay, clear? Now we discuss each part in detail. Okay, now here in gastric gland we come to each part in detail. Okay, so first of all we have mucus cells. Okay, mucus cells they secrete mucus and we are done with that. Okay, and what is the function of mucus? They only lubricate the food. Okay, they lubricate the food. Fine. So that is the only function of mucosal cells. That is the only function of mucosal cells. Okay. Okay. Now what is present in the mucus? Mucin. Okay. Mucin is present in mucus. Fine. Now. After this, we will come to oxytic cells. Okay. Now, what is the function of this oxytic cells? As I told you, they secrete two things. Okay, that is HCl, and the second thing is factor of Kshitij. Factor of Kshitij, and other name for it is intrinsic factor. Okay. So oxytic cells secrete two things, that is HCl and factor antibacterial action. Okay, it helps in breaking down the food substances into their simpler forms. So it helps in simplifying the foods. Okay, then it activates the enzymes. Okay, and the last function, it decreases the pH. It decreases the pH. Fine. Okay, HCl has no pH, no acid. HCl is a strong acid, so it decreases the pH level. Okay, so that the enzymes can work in it. Okay, so these are the functions of HCl. Okay, after that we have factor of Kshitij. This factor of Kshitij actually helps in absorption of vitamin B12. It helps in absorption of vitamin B12. Okay, now we discuss these two functions: activation of enzyme and the second function, absorption of B12 and B2. Okay. So we have the first function was activating the enzyme. So we're discussing about the functions of LCL. Okay? So here, in functions of LCL, we have that the major function which we are going to discuss is activation of enzymes by HCl. Okay, so activation of enzymes. Okay, so now what are the enzymes? Okay, so what are the enzymes which are secreted? Okay, what are the enzymes which are secreted? Okay, which we haven't discussed yet. Whatever enzymes which are secreted by our stomach are actually in inactive forms. Okay, they are called as zymogens or precursors. Okay, so now here they will activate the enzyme. They will convert the enzymes from their inactive form to the active form. Okay, now we'll see the second function. Okay, the second function was that absorption of vitamin B12. Okay, it is absorption of vitamin B12 by intrinsic factor. Okay, now here we will see that what is this absorption of vitamin B12 by intrinsic factor and what is its function and why it is so important. Okay, so here B12 is also called as cyanatobalamine. Okay, it is also called as cyanatobalamine. Okay, now here, what is the function of this B12? It helps in maturation of RBC. Okay, it helps in maturation of RBC or erythropoiesis. Okay, now what is erythropoiesis? This term is used for blood cells. Okay, that is RBC. Then poiesis meaning formation. Okay, so since it is helping in the formation or maturation of RBCs, no, so that's why this is erythropoiesis. Okay, so there are three enzymes. Which is secreted by zymogenic cells. Okay, number one, it is pepsinogen. Okay, then it is chloramine. Okay, and then it is gastric lipase. Okay, so now here pepsinogen converts in pepsin. Okay, pepsinogen converts in pepsin. These three are precursors or inactive forms. Okay, that will convert in active form with the help of HCl. Okay, so here pepsinogen is converted to pepsin with the help of HCl. Okay, now here it is chloramine is converted into rennet. Okay, it is converted into rennet again with the help of HCl only, and gastric lipase is just changed to gastric lipase only. This gastric lipase is actually secreted in active form. Okay, it is secreted in active form only, so it doesn't need HCl for its activation. Okay, now the thing is that, okay, one more thing which is very important about these enzymes, that these are the only enzymes in our body which will act in acidic pH, Okay, as I told you that HCl is there in stomach, right? We have HCl in stomach, so the HCl, the pH in our stomach which is maintained by HCl is nearly 2 to 3. Okay, this is the pH. This is the acidic pH, right? Below 7 we have acidic pH, no? So this is 2 to 3. Okay, so these are the only enzymes in our body which are acting on acidic pH. Fine. Now, after this, we will see what is the function of these three enzymes. Okay, now we'll see what is the function of these three enzymes. Okay, so here we have pepsinogen. Pepsinogen is converted to pepsin now. Now we'll see what is the function of pepsin. Okay, pepsin acts upon the protein. Okay, pepsin acts upon the protein. Okay, and these proteins are actually broken down to their cellular forms. Okay, that is peptones and proteases. Okay, so first of all, the first enzyme which is acting upon the proteins is pepsin. Okay, and it converts or it breaks down the proteins in peptones and proteases. Okay, now after this pepsin. Okay, the second enzyme is rennet. Okay, now this rennet renin doesn't work upon the normal protein. It only works on milk protein. Okay, it only works on milk protein. Okay, milk protein is called as casein. Okay, so now we'll see how it functions. So first of all we have milk. Okay, in that we have two things. Okay, number one we have calcium, lots of calcium is there in milk, right? So and the second thing is that we have casein. Okay, so now here casein is insoluble. Okay, casein is insoluble. This casein is converted to paracasein. Okay, this casein is first of all converted to paracasein, and now this paracasein is again converted to calcium paracasein. Okay, now here first of coming to that milk part, if you can see that if you see that milk with a microscope, okay, you can see that it is the milk particles. You can see the milk particles like this. Okay, so here as I told you that casein is soluble in milk, but actually that is not the thing here. Casein is not a soluble part. It is just present as a suspension there. Okay, it is just suspended in the liquid part. Casein is not soluble. It looks like that it is soluble, but that actually forms the suspension. Okay, so kidney forms the suspension. Okay, which looks like that it is soluble there. Okay, fine. Now this kidney is converted to para-kidney. Okay, now this is the soluble form. This is the actual soluble form of kidney. Okay. Now, after this, on this soluble form of casein, this protein, calcium is acted upon. Okay, calcium acts upon para-casein, right? And it converts para-casein into calcium para-caseinate. Okay, and this calcium para-caseinate is in forms of curdles. Okay, it is in forms of curdles, right? Now, after this, renin will act upon this. Okay, now renin will act upon this calcium para-caseinate. Okay, and will break it into similar components, that is proteases and lactose. Clear? Now just a summary for that. Okay, we have as we discussed, we have pepsin. Okay, pepsin acts upon the proteins directly, and it converts the proteins in what? Proteases and lactose. Okay, after that, about the second part, where it only acts upon the milk protein, and it first of all, this milk protein that is called as casein, it is converted into para-casein, a soluble form. Okay, after that, it is converted in para-caseinate, that is actually in form of curdles. And how this para-caseinate is formed? Casein, that para-casein plus calcium forms the calcium para-caseinate, that is curdles. Okay, now the renin will act upon calcium para-caseinate, and that will convert this calcium para-caseinate into proteases and lactose. Okay. Now after this, okay, now after this we'll go for the last enzyme, that is digestive. Okay, digestive, this enzyme will act upon the heart. Okay, this enzyme will act upon the heart, but this enzyme will not act upon anything, because this enzyme remains inactive in presence of acidic pH. Okay, this enzyme remains inactive in presence of acidic pH, and that is why this gastric lipase don't have any function in stomach. It doesn't function in stomach, so it gets degraded. Okay, it gets degraded or disintegrated in acidic pH. So it don't have any function. Okay, so it don't have any function. Okay. Now we are done with the three enzymes. Okay, and now a note. Okay, a note is, okay, that is whatever any enzyme which is acting upon the protein, they generally end with sigma. Okay, any enzyme which is acting upon the proteins, okay, they will end with inverse, sigmas. Okay, example we have pepsin. Okay, so this sin. Okay, so again, any enzyme which is acting upon the protein, that will generally end with stem word. Okay, any enzyme which is acting upon fats will end with lipase word. Okay, and any enzyme which will act upon carbohydrates will end with amylase word. Am I clear with this? Okay. There are exceptions. That's why I use the term generally here. Okay. Now after this, we'll come to, this was about the stomach. Okay. After this, the food will enter in small intestine. Okay. Now the food will enter in small intestine. Okay. Okay. So the stomach was there, no? Okay. So this was stomach. After the stomach we have this is our intestine. Okay. So now in the intestine part, as I told you, small intestine is divided in three parts. Okay. That is duodenum, jejunum, ileum. Okay, now here duodenum is the smallest part, the C-shaped shape, this C-shaped cup, which you can appreciate here is your duodenum. Okay, and this left side part is your gallbladder area. Okay, small intestine is nearly of 20 feet. Okay, it is nearly of 20 feet, in which jejunum is nearly of 12 feet and ileum is of nearly 8 feet. Okay, and this duodenum is very small. It is nearly 0.2 to 0.5 feet. Okay, it is very small. Right. After this, now before going to this small intestine part, okay, before going to the small intestine part, here first of all we will see here we have liver, okay, and we have pancreas, right? We have liver and pancreas. Liver and pancreas also secrete their secretion in duodenum. Okay, in duodenum. Their ducts open in duodenum. Okay, so first of all, before going to small intestine, we will discuss the duct system of liver and pancreas. Okay. So we have liver here. Okay, so this is our liver. Okay, now we are coming to this liver part. Liver is also called as hepatic. It is also termed as hepatic. Okay, now liver is divided in four lobes. Okay, liver is divided in four lobes. Okay, that is right lobe, then left lobe, then we have caudate, and then we have quadrant. Okay, so these are four lobes of liver, that is right, left, caudate and quadrant. Okay, now gallbladder is present at right liver. Okay, gallbladder is associated with right part of liver. Okay, in liver, this whole liver is covered with see what is actually portal system. Okay. Normally what happens? There is an organ. Okay. It is supplied by artery. Okay. Then its impure blood is drained in vena cava. Okay. Then its impure blood, deoxygenated blood is drained in vena cava. Okay. And then vena cava carries it to heart and for purification. Okay. Then vena cava carries it to heart for purification. Okay. Normally this is the thing which happens. Okay. But portal system, when okay, let this is one organ and let this is second one. Okay. And an artery is supplying it. Okay. An artery is supplying it. Okay. And from artery. Okay. From artery now the deoxygenated blood doesn't directly enter the vena cava. Instead it enters another organ. Okay. Instead it enters another organ. Okay. Then this is called as portal system. Okay. Then this is called as portal system. So this is your portal system. That is when impure blood from one organ enters other organ, then it is called as portal system. Okay. Now we see that why we have this portal system in liver, why this portal system was necessary, and what is this hepatic portal system. Okay. In this case, actually, what happens? All the blood from our stomach, then liver, means small intestine and large intestine. The blood from stomach, small intestine and large intestine, these instead of draining in vena cava, all the deoxygenated blood from these three parts drains in liver. Okay, from all these three parts drains in liver. Okay, now why it is needed? Actually, this is for removing the toxicity if any present. Okay, imagine if I am taking any toxic substance. Okay, like anything, take anything. We eat many toxic substances, no, like poisons and all. Okay, so what happens? Let us taking some poison inside. Okay, some poison stay inside. Then what will happen? If it will not, liver is the organ which detoxifies everything. Okay, liver is the organ which helps in detoxification. Okay, removing the poisonous substance. Okay, so what will happen if the liver is not there? That blood will enter in via vena cava. That blood will enter in heart. Okay, and from heart it will enter in all the body parts. Okay, so what will happen if it will enter in all the body parts? Obviously, the toxicity will spread everywhere in the body, no? Right? So this is the thing which we are actually avoiding. Okay, so for avoiding this situation, we have this system, portal system, that all the blood from these three parts, instead of draining in vena cava, will drain in liver, and this liver will check it for its toxicity, and will remove its toxicity, and then from here it will enter in vena cava. Yeah. So this is called as hepatic portal system. Okay. Now, after this will go for this portal system. After this will go for the canal system. Okay. Now here this is the liver. Okay. And let this go Okay, and the duct from this gallbladder is called as cystic duct. Okay, now this cystic duct and the hepatic duct will join together. Okay, now this cystic duct and hepatic duct will combine together. Okay. Okay, and they will form a common duct. Okay, so this is called as common bile duct. Okay, it is also called as ductus peristalsis. Okay, now after this will combine. Okay, now this will combine with the pancreatic duct. Okay, and now this will form hepatopancreatic duct. Okay, now this is called as hepatopancreatic duct. Okay. Okay, now here it opens this hepatopancreatic duct opens in the duodenum. Okay, the place where it opens has a swelling. Okay, the place where it opens has a swelling. That swelling is called as ampulla of Venter. It is called as ampulla of Venter. Okay, now whereas this hepatopancreatic duct has a sphincter, it has a sphincter which is called as sphincter of Oda. It is called as sphincter of Oda. Am I clear to this? Okay. Okay. Okay, this is called as crypts of liver body. Okay, and here we have goblet cells. We have two types of cells. Okay, we have our cells here. So here we have goblet cells. Okay, and the second is called as Brunner's gland. Okay, so goblet cells will secrete the mucus, and Brunner's gland will secrete the enzymes, or you can say the sulcus and thalamus. Okay, so this was about the walls of small intestine. Okay, now after this, we have three fluids in our small intestine: bile juice, pancreatic juice, and this succus and thalamus. Okay, so and the last part which we have is large intestine. Okay, and the last part is large intestine. Okay, now in large intestine, as I told you, we have three parts: cecum, colon, and rectum. Okay, we have three parts: cecum, colon, and rectum. Okay, but large intestine doesn't help in digestion of food or absorption of food. Okay, it doesn't help in either digestion or absorption of food. Okay, it just helps in absorption of water. It just helps in absorption of water and formation of feces. Okay, so these are the two functions of large intestine. They doesn't help in digestion, they doesn't help in absorption. Okay, so now we are done.